bond contract. The two types of bonds sold are liquidity bonds and reserve bonds. Liquidity bond sales. The process in which Origin users use Lgns USDT LP to trade with the Origin protocol is called purchasing liquidity bonds. The protocol obtains the ownership of LP, and the user loses ownership of LP. As compensation, the user will get more than the market purchase. Lgns token. Liquid bonds provide users with corresponding discounts. The bonds have a 5-day exercise period. After the exercise period, users will receive Lgns tokens. Reserve bond sales. Users use USDT to purchase reserve bonds. The protocol owns USDT. As compensation, users will receive more Lgns tokens than the market purchases. Reserve bonds provide users with corresponding proportional discounts. The bonds have a 5-day exercise period. After the exercise period, users receive Lgns tokens. Advantages of bonds. 1. Bonds do not rely on market data. The bond market is automated. The number of bonds outstanding determines bond prices. 2. Bonds delay the impact of new Lgns supply on the market. 3. Bonds require less management, and bond sales are designed to have a discount rate controlled by the agreement. 4. Bonds are a more market-driven way to achieve the protocol's goals. Transaction turbine mechanism. All tokens obtained through the reward mechanism must be released to the user's wallet through the transaction turbine mechanism. The transaction turbine mechanism refers to buying the corresponding token at a ratio of 1:1 and holding it silently for 24 hours to obtain the reward mechanism token release. For example, user A obtains 1,000 tokens through the reward mechanism. A must buy 1,000 tokens and hold them silently for 24 hours to obtain 1,000 reward tokens and release them to user A's wallet. The reward mechanism obtains tokens. Way 1. Cobweb system. Tokens will be minted based on 40% of the daily staking output reward tokens for Spiderweb system rewards. 2. DAO pooled rewards. From the 10th compound interest block of staked tokens, corresponding tokens will be minted based on 3 to 5% of the newly added tokens for reward weight distribution. 3. Recommendation incentives for purchasing bonds. If the number of staked tokens, K, greater than or equal to 1,000 or more, you can get 10% of the direct bond reward. The rewards have a 5-day lockup period, are released linearly every day, and are released within 5 days. One, Treasury Contract. The Treasury Contract is a simple vault that holds all funds the protocol collects. For example, if a user purchases a USDT bond, USDT will be fully received by the Treasury in exchange for equivalent Lgns. New Lgns will be minted based on the Treasury's risk-free assets, or RFV. Total Treasury Assets. The total amount of various assets entering the Treasury through bond sales, including the total value of USDT, Lgns USDT, LP, etc. Total risk-free assets of the Treasury. The total risk-free amount of various assets entering the Treasury through bond sales. Among them, USDT bond value equals USDT bond risk-free value, LP bond value greater than LP bond risk-free value. Therefore, the total Treasury assets may decline as Lgns prices fall, but the total Treasury risk-free assets show a unilateral upward trend. Origin sets that each Lgns minted is backed by $1 of the Treasury's risk-free assets. As the Treasury's risk-free assets increase, more Lgns will be minted. Staking is one of the main strategies for value acquisition. Users participate in staking tokens and receive stake token rewards. The stake rewards are issued every 8 hours. Each reward token will automatically enter the stake pool, obtaining compound interest returns. The stake yield rate is based on the token state rate in the protocol, which depends on the reward rate set by the token. Staking is a long-term strategy for passive income. As the amount of tokens users hold increases, this will translate into a declining cost base. Eventually, the token cost price will tend to zero, which means that even if the market price of the token is below the user's initial purchase price, as long as there is a long enough staking period, the number of tokens staked by the user should eventually outpace the price drop as the amount grows. Annualized rate, APY, equals 1 plus daily staking reward token divided by total staking amount, multiplied by the index of 3 times 365. Daily staking reward tokens equals total circulation times reward ratio, or reward rate. Reward ratio, or reward rate, directly related to the stake rate. Origin game theory. The simplest origin mode, with 2 players and 3 possible actions: stake Lgns, buy bonds, sell Lgns. When the Lgns staking income increases and the price of Lgns increases, players are more willing to stake Lgns. Players are more likely to sell Lgns when they predict that staking returns will decrease and price will fall. Players are more willing to buy bonds when they do not experience significant adverse impacts and have no apparent inclination. Staking Lgns can push the price up by +2, and selling Lgns can push the price down by -2. Players who operate the Lgns band can get 50% of the profits. Buying the bond without pledging Lgns has no impact on the price, but because the bond has a discount, the profit is +1. As can be seen from the above table, the optimal strategy is for 2 players to cooperate. The result of both stake is 6. One buys bonds, and the other stake 4. Selling stake and selling buying bonds mutually. Hedging is a neutral 0, the worst outcome, where 2 players distrust each other and compete to sell, is -6. Player behavior depends on premiums, market outlook, macro environment, and other factors, but the ultimate conclusion is that cooperation will produce the best results. Participating in the transaction. 10% of the bonus is allocated to the daily list prize pool, 5% is allocated to the weekly list prize pool, and 5% is allocated to the monthly list award pool. Daily list trading prize pool rules. 1. Hash the transaction purchase orders of more than 100 U within 24 hours and randomly select 20 lucky traders for weighted distribution. Note: the daily bonus pool must reach 20,000 U for the draw. If it is less than 20,000 U on the same day, the draw will be postponed to the next day. 2. Bonus distribution plan. 80% of the weighted distribution of traders on the day, 10% rolled into the weekly list bonus pool, 10% rolled into the monthly list bonus pool. Weekly list trading bonus pool rules. 1. Hash all transaction buy orders with a transaction volume of more than 100 U within 1 week. 30 lucky traders are randomly selected for weighted distribution. 2. Distribution plan. 80% weighted allocation to traders of the week. 20% rolled into the monthly list bonus pool. Note: the weekly list bonus pool must reach 50,000 U for the draw. If the current week is less than 50,000 U, the draw will be postponed to the following week. Monthly list trading prize pool rules. 1. Hash all the transaction purchase orders that exceed 100 U within a month and randomly select 50 lucky traders for weighted distribution. The prize money in the prize pool will be distributed all at once.
Oh na na